Yo, Descendant, Augiesaint here, and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I know it's been a while since we've touched TFT. Thank that to PoE that has just been consuming us. Amazing game, can't wait to see where that goes. But we are back on TFT today for the update 1.2.4. This is the mid-season update. We'll be introducing the weapon core system as well as INES Rayas, the new Descendant. As you can see, she has some pretty good assets that she's going to probably deliver to us. And we also have the Void Erosion Purge in this update. We have the Defiler, which is the new Void Abyssal, kind of like a boss battle thingy. The crab, I think, is actually leaving. So now we get to fight this guy over here, the Defiler, as well as some new hard mode special operations in the Sterile Lands and the Echo Swamp. We have a bunch of skins and stuff as well. You can see there's way more skins over there. We have a new event and we have a bunch of other stuff which I'm going to cover in this video. So without further ado, let's get right to the top of this and start it out. So ultimate weapon core unlock. Reach mastering 18 and complete the subquest. Reach mastering 18 and complete the subquest. Dissimilar, I can't say it. Response policy to the void or not. That is a freaking long ass quest name. But anyway, do that quest, master rank 18, and then you unlock, it seems to be this system over here. There's a core over there. There's like 5 different things you can actually unlock the core. It seems the weapon has to be level 100 as well as an ultimate weapon. So, unlocking core. When you unlock a core using the correct weapon and core binder to meet the conditions, 5 core slots will be unlocked. Each slot has an assigned core type. The assigned type depends on the weapon used, and if you may have several types of the same type. You can equip cores, items assigned by the core slot. Okay, we'll make a full video about this when we actually get in game. We can play around with the system a little bit and understand a little bit better. Let's see over here. The weapons with unlocked cores cannot be dismantled or sold. So once you unlock the cores on these ultimate weapons, they cannot be dismantled or sold at all. So make sure you're doing it on weapons you actually want to keep in your collection. Options list by core type: fire, power augmentation, so firearm attack, explosive attack, launcher, extra firearm attack for attacks on Colossus, hit augmentation. So these are the different types of core. It seems there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a couple that maybe you can get to choose which kind of a core you want to put in. So there's attributes, there's weak point, there's crit damage. Seems like a whole bunch of things over there. You can actually get the recoil. All of this is probably like the least important one over there. Although that part of that grappling hook recharge time, that does seem pretty cool. Free augmentation can equip any core item without limit. The option is determined by the type of equipped core. You can equip cores with a weapon that had their cores. So basically, it's just trying to see how many times you can say core in the same sentence. Core, 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 core. So we will make a core guide about the unlock core and to show you guys all the cores that can be unlocked per core to the weapon core. Yes, core. So we'll get more in depth with that. Don't want to make this video too long because we have a lot to cover. So we have ultimate weapons added basic attributes. There's added fire attack to these weapons over here. Added chill attack to these there. Electric attack to these. Maybe the Scar is actually usable now. Wink, wink. Toxic to the Python, Fallen Hope, and the Hoof over there. New Descendant INES. Okay, this is what we are most excited for. I can't wait to hop in game and actually try her out. Also, the maintenance is kind of delayed at the moment, so it'll only be up at like 3 p.m. my time. I think it's 10 a.m. PST or PDT. So if you try and log in, it'll tell you on the screen. So if you're not sure, just log into your TFT and it'll tell you on screen. So let's hop into INES skills. We're going to break her down as well. We're going to make a full build for her and everything too. But in the skills, the higher the max, this is her passive here. So the higher her max MP, the greater skill critical hit race will increase. I wonder how good that's going to actually scale. So you want to make sure you get MP on your components. Critical hits on enemies in conductor state cause dark current, dealing chain damage to nearby enemies. I wonder how much chaining this is going to be. Can we finally replace Bunny with like the new Thunder Queen? Really hope, really hope. Inflict conductor status effect to enemies. If the hit by the skill deals additional damage to enemies that are already in conductor state. Okay, conductor state. Critical hits on enemies in conductor state. So how do we get them to conductor state? I wonder. Okay, her first activates her first skill, Chain Lightning. Cast a jumping lightning that affects multiple enemies to deal damage. When there is a single enemy, the lightning jumps between the enemy and INES repeatedly to deal damage. That's pretty OP, so you can use it for mobbing as well as for bossing technically, because it can jump between INES and the mob. Her second ability is called Lightning Conductor. Inflicts damage through the current coils to nearby enemies to generate current coils to all enemies in conductor state to deal damage. That's very confusing, but like I said, we'll hop into her first thing on the update. Discharge. The skill gathers electricity and discharges forward with great force. The damage increase as you charge skill by holding the button, and when the button is released at its peak, it deals the most damage. Okay. Her fourth ability is called Snare Hunter. It throws a plasma acceleration coil forward to cast a thunder snare where it lands. Thunder snare deals damage to nearby enemies at regular intervals. It also generates current coils covering a broader area at longer intervals to deal damage. INES enters a short circuit state. When using a skill, short circuit state fixes dark current damage at maximum and increases movement speed. I wonder how big that movement speed boost is going to be. And then the skill modules, so these are going to be her Transcendent modules. We have both of them as well. Skill module of 1 is going to change Plasma Ball, which is her first ability. It's going to change it into Plasma Ball. Unlike the existing skill Plasma Isolation, it does not boost skill critical hit rate, but generates Plasma Ball that defends incoming attacks from enemies for a better stability. Actually, is that going to be her passive? Oh, I think, yeah, that's going to change her passive. So instead of getting this crit rate, she's going to get these little balls to increase defense. Maybe you might actually need defense for these higher up missions over there, the new ones we're getting. That'd be pretty cool. The ability of Plasma Ball increases in relation to max MP, so obviously you still want to stack MP though. It additionally allows the characters hits enemies that have conductors with a skill to deal dark current even without critical hit. Inflict conductor status to affect enemies hit by the skill, deal additional damage to enemies that are already in conductor state. You can acquire it from Kingston. So it seems like this one might actually be pretty strong, making her super defensive and like letting her activate these dark currents and stuff without critical hits. Since you won't be getting the crit from your MP anymore, since you're going to change it to this, skill. Let's see, skill module 2, Time of the Hunting Hounds. Activate 1, Floating Lightning. Unlike Chain Lightning, it hits a smaller number of enemies, but changes to stacking skill with a reduced cooldown. Okay. And then her third ability is going to change to Snare Acrobatics. Gather lightning in both hands and charge forward with force. Deal damage to all targets in the path and charge a cause of the charge and cause a powerful explosion at the end. The path deal damage to nearby enemies. Unlike the existing discharge skill, its damage, move distance, and explosion range at the final point increase with the charging stack. So this one we'll have to see if it's just going to be gimmicky, because I saw when we saw it in the video, it's really nice because it does show her better parts of her assets, But other than that, it seemed a little bit gimmicky, so we'll have to see how that one actually turns out. I think this skill module to me is looking better for now, the Plasma Ball, but obviously we'll have to get in-game and test all that out before we can actually say. New content, Void Erosion Purge. So we have all these different levels, and it says over there, level 1, the Vulgus are already starting at 160 to 165. So it seems like they're definitely trying to make this pretty tough, and hopefully this doesn't scale like crazy. It seems like it's going up there by 5 levels, so maybe once you get to 2, will be 165 to 170. So if it's going to end up like that, so 175, 80, 85, it's going to end up like 200 plus once we get to the later levels. That could be pretty insane. So there we have the new dungeon there. You unlock it by getting Mastering 18. You complete the quest over there with the really long name we can't say. Entry method, the Void Erosion Purge can be accessed via the Infiltration Operation Terminal or the Void Erosion icon on the world map. Content Play Guide. There are a total of 20 stages in the Void Erosion Purge. Players start at stage 1 and the rest of the stages are locked. After starting the Erosion Purge, you'll need to defeat Vulgus Legion to fill the gauge. Once the gauge is full, the name boss will appear. Defeat the boss to complete the Void Erosion Purge. So basically kind of like Greater Rifts from Diablo 3 if you ever played those. You have a progress bar, fill it up by killing enemies. Boss spawns, kill the boss, all within a time limit, because you can see that you have 15 minutes, and I believe it said somewhere over here you have to complete with at least 5 minutes remaining to actually progress to the next stage. Let's read a little bit down. After starting, determination, Erosion Purge complete. If you complete the mission in the target time of 10 minutes, you will receive rewards and unlock the next stage. So you have to complete it within 10 minutes. Mission complete. If you complete but exceed the target time of 10 minutes, you will receive the rewards, but the stage will not be unlocked. So you can still get rewards by completing it. So obviously if you get to like a really hard one and you can't progress past, you can't do it fast enough, but you can still survive and do it, you'll get your rewards. You just can't go any further at that point. Mission failed. If you fail to complete the mission and exceed all 15 minutes of playtime, you will not receive the rewards and the next stage won't be unlocked. So if you fail it, you fail it. It is what it is. Public matchmaking for stages 1, 5, 9, 13, and 7. You can matchmake. Everything else is going to be private only. So 1, 5, 1, 5, 9, 13, and 17. I'm guessing like the later ones is too hard or annoying maybe for matchmaking. But to complete up to level 20, you will have to do that solo. Reward info. Core items can be acquired as loot from defeated monsters in each stage or mission completion reward of each stage. So this core stuff is going to go into that core system that we spoke about before with all the core thingies. Miscellaneous. When a Descendant is killed, the target time is reduced by 24 seconds. That's almost half a minute. That's quite a lot of time you lose. Frequent deaths may make unlocking the next stage more difficult, obviously because you lose all of that time. Archie Obstruction, Attribute Barrier, a new elite affected by Legion appears in Void Erosion Purge. Archie Obstruction, Attribute Barrier reduces the damage from the same attribute by 81%. Now this is actually interesting to me because the Legion of Darkness, they're going to have fire shields, Immortality is going to have electric shields, and then Truth is going to have toxic shields. So that means if you take, you know, a fire, electric, or toxic, which is electric and toxic is two of our best AoE clears at the moment, you're going to actually struggle because it's going to be reducing it by 81%. But there's no non-attribute shield. So I think Volby is going to be insane in this dungeon. And that's probably who we'll end up taking in on our first try is going to be Volby. You get that non-attribute. Maybe even the Ajax, you know, has time to shine over here. But we'll definitely have to see how badly those shields do affect it, because we do like super overkill most things with Bunny and Freyna anyway. So 81% reduction doesn't really matter if we're doing, you know, like way more damage than what is needed. But we'll definitely have to see how that plays out. I think Volby is going to be sitting pretty good in this new content, since there doesn't seem to be any non-attribute shielding over there. So that's who I'm going to try out, but let's carry on. You may see the information of the Vulgus Legion and their elite effects on the Void Erosion Purge stage selection screen, so you'll know what you're getting into before you go into it. That's good. So if you want to kind of spec towards it, maybe, you know, just bring, if it's a toxic stage, then you just bring Bunny, and if it's like an electric stage, then you could just bring Freyna as well. That could be another option as well. The stages 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20 spawn elites that have crowd control abilities requiring a high level of battle concentration from players. Oh baby, I don't like CC stuff, so we're gonna have to see that, pay super attention to that. Carrying on, we got the new Defiler over here. Intercept Defiler, you need to be mastering 18 and you need to complete the most powerful Colossus quest. Defiler is a toxic attribute Colossus, so obviously he's going to be weak towards electric, so make sure you're using that. When he enters the Void Reflux mode, he charges like a bull. That could be terrifying. Can't wait to try that out. Change the ETO battle rewards. The rewards have been changed. Added Defiler theme skin and back attachments. I think you still can buy the crab stuff, so don't worry, it should still be there. You may continue to exchange rewards such as the skin Flamekeeper and the Colto's Infernal. Yeah, there it is right there. So you can still get the older stuff as well. You can exchange Defiler concept reward with the quality certified vouchers that can be acquired by defeating Infernal Walkers. So all of these Infernal guys will all share the same resource that you need to actually buy this thing. So if you farm like the crab, the lot, or something like that, and you have a lot of tokens, you can actually just straight up buy some of the Defiler stuff when the new shop comes up. Void Abyss rotation. The Abyssal Colossus will be featured in rotation during updates throughout the same season. Okay, so they will change him every now and then. That's pretty cool. When the Abyssal Colossus is changed, additional rewards will be added to the Index of Battle. All the rewards applied to the Colossus during the same season will remain unchanged. The quality certified EDA vouchers acquired within the same season will also remain valid. Very good. Both the quality will reset next season. So next season you will lose all of them. So make sure you try and give yourself a reward before the end of the season. Please note the current Infernal Walker and Defiler rewards, as well as the quality certified vouchers obtained during the season, will reset with the March update. So we will lose all of those with the March update. So just make sure, you know, go use them, buy yourself some of those ugly, hideous skins. But maybe the Defiler skins actually look a little bit better. I'm going to try and get myself at least one of each, just, you know, to have them for, you know, completion's sake, or collection's sake, I should say. Moving on, Special Ops, the hard difficulty map. So we're getting Sterile Lands, Echo Swamp, Resource Defense over there in Echo Swamp, and Mine Blockade in the Sterile Lands. Actually, have they been changed? Oh, it has been changed. So maybe we don't get those other two anymore. Oh, okay. I thought we're getting these two as an extra. So no, it seems like they have changed. We're getting Echo Swamp and Sterile Lands now. But since they are hard mode, they should still be, you know, the same amount of XP and mobs and stuff, or higher maybe. Added support, requisition bulletin. You can check support, blah, blah, blah. Mission applications will be restricted. Change support. I'm not sure what that is, but sure. Added advanced shape stabilizers. So some more scamalizers there if you want. And then look at all these cool skins. I really like this skin over here. Is that Volby? No, that's Bunny actually. That's Bunny's face. That I think is Volby over there. And whoever that is, he's a really short boy, so watch out. And then that I think is INES' new skin. So a lot of new skins. We're not going to cover all of them there. It's going to make the video even longer. There's quite a few for the males as well. Glaze, Autumns. Oh, this is makeup of here. These are premium skins. And then what do we have here? Common cosmetics, recommended skins, Cyber Warrior set for the men. Pretty cool. And then these will also be, you know, universal, like they did the recent change. So if you get the blue flower set for women, you should be able to equip it on all of the female descendants, as well as the Cyber Warrior set for the men. We've got a new in-game New Year's Luck Shop event. There's a times over there. We're not going to cover that too deeply because we'll make another video covering that. And there will be Twitch drops as well. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. So however long that is from my local time there. We'll be live when the update hits. Come check us out on Twitch as well as YouTube. We'll be dual streaming over there. Content improvements. Void Vessel does not yield Keelan's blueprint, codes, or materials, so they've changed all of that. Now it's going to just have the INES, so it's going to be easier to get. Added intake data vault to container reward that has Keelan's blueprint from normal difficulty. So I think he's being pushed down to the normal difficulty, and then INES will come into the hard difficulty over there on the Void Vessel. ETA 0. Blueprint items list available. Added. Oh, okay, so you can get the Sigil Balls proof, because I believe this was like the very first season or the pre-season's battle reward thingy. So like a lot of people can't actually get this right now. So that's nice if you don't have the Sigil Balls just for master rank, because it's not really a good weapon anyway. You can actually get it now from ETA. And the spawn time has been changed, usually at 2300 on a Thursday, and now it's changed to 2300. Oh, he lasts longer. Okay, I was a little bit confused. I'm like, well, they didn't really change it. So he lasts longer now. It seems like he lasts another day. So he's up until Monday. Add a limited weapon shop. There's a limited weapon shop here. Ultimate weapon blueprints that were previously available from the battle pass. Oh, that's nice. Limited weapon shop can be accessed through the NPC Descendant in Albion. So we'll have a new NPC. Weapon blueprints will be available to purchase from support coins, operations through other infiltrations. So there's a bunch of new stuff that you can get from like stuff you've missed. Invasion, increase the magazine capacity of the inversion. Okay, Descendant. So we do get a little bit of buff on Volby again. Not sure why. Especially this buff of, yeah, this is insane for me. The range of bubble bullet has been increased, and its explosion radius is now now it grows with each bounce. So her craziness has just got more crazy. I'm not going to cover all of these because we'll probably do an updated Volby build pretty soon. But yeah, basically everything has been buffed. All the cooldown on Laundry Bomb seems to have been increased. So that's technically a nerf. MP cost is more, but she does have more bullets. And the damage has also been reduced, it seems over there. Duration has been increased. So it's kind of like just changing it. Also, the bombs can now absorb other laundry bombs to grow larger and deal more damage. They'll probably equal more to like their previous damage before. So laundry bomb seems like it's going to be way less spammable. I mean, if they're making it 110 seconds, although the 30 seconds with all of our cooldown mods and everything was pretty, I think we got this down to like less than 10 seconds. So maybe we can actually get it to 30 seconds now with all of our cooldown mods and everything. So it should still feel pretty good. And Volby, I think, like I said before, with that new mode, I think Volby is going to be really strong with the new mode. Got some JB changes of, yeah, and this for me was the best thing. Turrets can be resummoned without having to retrieve them, because that just added so much, you know, clunkiness. You literally have to press your turret button twice before you can even go ahead and place another turret. Now it seems like you should, if you have a turret up, you can just go ahead and place another turret and it'll automatically, you know, wipe out that turret if it's still up. So really nice there. We're not going to cover everything more. There's also increased defense on this module over there, Medical Compulsion. And the multi-purpose gun now also creates a blast area or something like that. Hitting a turret with the multi-purpose gun now creates a turret zone and recovers the turret's HP, so they can actually stay up longer. That's really nice for that. So J-Bear, a little bit of love, very good. And then Luna, I'm not going to cover this at all because there's way too much. Like I said, we'll do some more updates and stuff. We haven't even finished building our Luna yet, but there's quite a big change here to Luna. She seems like she's been buffed. Everything's going down. Cooldown, yeah, Passage stage, the Relaxing Act, Delightful stage. I think this is on success, so you can build it faster. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff with her. And then her damage over here on Noise Surge, I believe this is an increase. I don't really show anything else, but maybe now it just gives you a lot more. 742% level 4 Noise Surge does seem pretty strong. So now Luna, maybe it's time for Luna mains to shine. Go out there and enjoy your Lunas. We got reactors added, electric tech reactors, because that's probably what what's her face is going to be in us. So they're switching out these two over here, the Fire Chill Dimension, Fire Singular. They're switching over to Electric Tech on those two. You can go ahead and farm those. Both of these zones are pretty... The Derelict covered is... I think there's a okay mission over there, but the Hatchery, don't even go there, boys. Trust me, that'll be the worst one. Go to Echo Swamp, Derelict covered, if you want to go ahead and farm yourself some... This is actually the fixed reactor spot, so there could be rotating reactors as well, but that will be her fixed reactor spot for INES. We have UI UX changes. You can copy module settings, fix the acquisition window, you can loadouts and weapons. That's nice. I'm not going to cover all of this because there's a lot of stuff here. Fix the cooldown of auto dismantle change based on the level. So this is with the dog. The level, if he's a higher level, he's going to dismantle stuff more often. Some people were asking me like, how do you set up the dismantle? The dog is not actually working. He has a cooldown. It seems I actually didn't know about this. I thought it was only when your inventory got full. So that's pretty interesting. There is a cooldown to how often he can dismantle. And then I wonder how much the dog actually dismantles maybe when you have it maxed out, so it's going to be every 2 minutes, it's going to fully dismantle like whatever you have set on your junk settings. That'd be pretty cool. Change the placement operations, failure auto dismantle item ability, previous right side radar, change sub attack button in the HUD. Oh, that's what that little button is. Okay. You will not be staying in areas such as Albin and Lab. Battle intercept battles. So the Obstructor has been nerfed, it seems, lowers his HP and shield. And the Frostwalker has been nerfed again. Well, he'll go less frenzied more often. I mean, he should fall over pretty much all the time now. But all of the stuff, it seems like most of the things just have been nerfed. I'm not sure why. Actually, the Obstructor, that's not too bad. I think that's the first matchmaking. I, for some reason, thought this was the Executor, like the very first hard mode boss. But yeah, the Obstructor, that's okay. It's a very old boss, so just lower his stuff, make him a little bit easier and quicker to deal with, especially for newer players coming in. Adjusted the movements of guided projectiles fired by Executioner, Pyromaniac, and Obstructor, so they are less likely to follow the Descendant. Very nice. Miscellaneous. There's a ton of stuff here, so we're not going to go through all of this. We just skim through a little bit. Change the maximum number of content indicators you can have up to 100 million. Okay, so if you're rich, yep, go for it. And this, what is changing? You're going to change sphere mechanics. So the sphere mechanics are being changed over there, I think, making it a little bit easier. HUD display, change the sphere. These are all just boss changes and stuff like that. Optimization. Memory usage across all content has been optimized. Very good. So maybe the memory leak is finally gone now. Inversion reinforcements. What do we got? Descendants. There's bug fixes there with Sharon stuff. Volbe's thing. Inspiration gauge. I think that's for Luna. Yeah, Luna. Okay. Weapon modules. Fixed module additional settings. Your reward can no longer be changed during matchmaking. Okay. And some more miscellaneous stuff there. Fix an issue during blah, 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 blah. Alright, so a lot of bug fixes. We're not going to cover all that because this video is pretty lengthy, like I said before. So, a lot of changes coming. There's some buffs to Volbe, Jaeger, Luna. We got added limited weapon shops. If you missed any weapons from like previous battle passes, like the Excava or... yeah, the Excava was the last season one, so you can actually go ahead and get those now if you're a newer player. ETA stays a little bit longer. Void Vessel stuff changes there for the Keelan Inner stuff. We got a new event. We got all these new skins. We got the added... So I still don't know what this is. We'll have to read that again. Scamalizers. We got our special ops changing to these two instead of White Knight and Fortress, I believe it was. We have our new Defiler boss coming. We got the Void Erosion Purge. I'm really interested to see how hard and like replayable this is actually going to be, along with the system. Obviously, INES RAYAS as well. We're really excited about her. But along with the core system, I want to see how much power this is actually going to give us, and it's going to be worth, you know, farming alone. But we'll be streaming as soon as the patch goes live, so come drop by at twitch.tv/Augiesaint, as well as the YouTube will be live right here. If you guys liked the video, please drop a like and a sub to the channel. It helps me out so much, and I'll catch you beautiful people in the next one, as well as the live streams. Augiesaint now.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the